tu mungkin kita start dulu yang news penting, and then saya terus pergi ke goal lah. So since
Okey, baik.
saya rasa ramai yang minat untuk tahu apa perkembangan untuk goal. Okay?
Boleh.
Okay, so boleh
Belum
nampak
share.
skrin
Okey.
saya ke?
Alright. Wait. Okey, dah.
Okay guys, tanpa membuang masa, sebelum kita pergi dekat goal, analisa goal ataupun any pairs, kita tengok apa news yang akan berlaku next week. So at least kita take it as a reference point, apa yang mungkin boleh berlaku. Sebab ada yang dia sebenarnya ada 3 cara sebenarnya kita dah trade news. Maknanya trade sebelum news tu berlaku, trade masa news tu berlaku, ataupun trade selepas news berlaku. So ini adalah biasa 3 cara trading lah. Okay. So of course kalau kita boleh mahirkan 3-3, maknanya sebelum, okay, and then semasa, and then selepas. So biasanya ini just saya bagi orang kata sedikit penerangan lah. Biasa kalau trader yang dah orang kata dah a bit experience ataupun dia ada teknik dia ataupun dia ada strategi dia, dia akan trade 3-3 lah. Tapi kalau setengah trader dia more focus on sebelum dengan semasa. Ini more on kalau saya nak just bagi layman word, orang yang dah biasa orang kata dah experience lah ataupun advanced stage. Biasa trader yang orang kata belum nak apa orang kata boleh buat dia punya risiko ataupun money management ataupun SOP yang orang kata agak sesuai untuk news trading, dan dia akan tunggu selepas data tu keluar dan ikut trend ataupun apa yang berlaku selepas lah. Okay, so nevertheless kita tengok news yang akan berlaku minggu depan. Macam biasa Monday is always a quiet, but normally Monday selalunya kalau ikut bahasa trader Malaysia akan ada tutup gap lah, ataupun akan ada gap ataupun something movement untuk reverse trend, etc. So that is possible, but from the macroeconomic perspective, actually we don't have any data coming out. Okay, but of course headline news ataupun sentiment akan boleh mengubah direction pasaran. So don't take it purely ataupun literally bila hari Senin tak ada news, market sepatutnya tak boleh gerak. Okay, market is always about demand and supply. Okay, so demand and supply, it can be due to the news, due to the sentiment, due to the economic data, or due to some policy. So there are so many factors or various causal factors that can affect market movement. Okay, cuma bila tak ada news ni mungkin volatility akan kurang, okay, unless the sentiment news tiba-tiba Russia hari Senin pergi invade Ukraine ataupun North Korea launch missile test ataupun nuclear test, then market will move. So we have to be always a bit agile and nimble how we actually follow the market, and then try to get along ataupun join the bandwagon. Okay, so hari Selasa kita ada Aussie news, okay, CPI. This again among the key news ataupun headlines. Okay, so just watch out for the numbers here. Okay, as usual kalau nombor tinggi, kemungkinan besar Aussie can retrace back upwards. Kalau tidak, it's just within the range ataupun a bit lower, then Aussie probably retrace a bit down. So but we are not expecting too much differences, but again we never know because this inflation right now is plaguing the market for the last 1-2 years since pandemic. Okay, especially US, UK and also Europe. Aussie and New Zealand not so much, but we never know. So that's why we always have to follow the market, what's happening. Okay, of course, if it's a technical trader, you're probably not too much worried on this because you're purely trading on technical, overbought, oversold, or crossing some indicator or something like that. But if you're generally a mixed trader ataupun you're following fundamental, then this will be the news or the economic data will be playing some important roles. Okay, so just watch out for this. This Canadian news will make some big impact. Okay, you guys, I think probably seen it. Canada, of course, already strengthening, partly is due to also harga minyak tengah naik, okay, but we also expecting this will be a bit of a hawkish statement, and market currently only expecting maybe the rate no change, but there is rumours they probably might increase the rate. Kalau dia orang increase the rate, then you see Canadian dollar will be more volatile. That means UCAD boleh turun junam ke bawah lagi, apa semua. Tapi the way CAD moved, although it's partly due to oil punya price, but some of it is also market already priced in. Okay, kalau maksud price ini mungkin siapa yang tak faham, maknanya market dah orang kata dah jangkakan pergerakan ni yang akan berlaku 2-3 minggu lepas ataupun sebulan yang lepas, yang rate ni mungkin naik. Jadi Canadian dollar sebab tu UCAD daripada 1.29 something, okay, I think came down all the way to about 1.25 ataupun 1.24 something. Maybe we can look at it later. So there's a big drop because market already also pricing in, and also partly due to this commodity price increase. Okay. Then of course the most watched news ataupun statement for this week will be this FOMC. Okay. Ini walaupun kita tak jangka apa-apa interest rate hike this week, but this press conference and this statement is going to play a bigger role this time around, because market will looking into it whether it's going to be 3 hikes or 4 hikes, or is there any indication during his statement it's going to be a 25 basis point interest hike ataupun 50 basis point interest hike, and also what is going to be the dot plot for this year or next year and also the following years. And the other one is about the balance sheet runoff. Okay, this is basically we call it kalau dulu kita panggil call it quantitative easing, but this time around this balance sheet runoff is actually another term is quantitative tightening. Okay, so this is the part market is also trying to see whether anything Jerome Powell will spill out ataupun akan bagi hint what his plan is, because this rate hike I think mostly market already pricing in right now. Okay, but it's just a matter of whether 50 basis point going to happen in March, or he's not going to say anything on this, or is going to spill some kind of a statement, atau going to say some kind of statement whether it's going to be 3 rate hikes or 4 rate hikes, or even might be 5 rate hikes, or he might give some indication we are probably looking at 3% or 2% plus just the interest rate by end of 2022 or end of 23. That will push US dollar very high, i.e. Gold akan junam, EU akan junam, GU akan junam semualah. Okay, so this press conference plus whatever coming out this statement will be what market was going to, but there will be no interest rate change for this time. So that's why market will be looking at the qualitative description ataupun some kind of a hawkish statement. So this part we have to be careful. Okay, but market is already pricing in is going to be US dollar game ataupun US dollar strength for the next 1-2 months. Okay, but how much, etc., it all depends how Jerome Powell is going, because but I don't think looking at Jerome Powell punya style, I don't think he's going to say anything obvious. So people have to read between his lips ataupun between the lines what he try to interpret, ataupun senang cerita bahasa tersurat, bahasa tersirat lah daripada statement dengan press conference. Okay, then after that we have New Zealand dollar CPI, same like Aussie punya CPI. We are not expecting much surprises, but we never know. Just watch out for it. Similar reaction might happen. Lepas tu kita ada GDP. GDP, again, I think most of the movement will happen during this. We are not going to see too much orang kata movement unless is a contoh I am just ini bukan signal. Contoh kalau gold junam ke bawah masa after this statement, tiba-tiba this GDP also very good, then it will be a continuation. Contoh daripada 1830 sekarang ni di junam pergi 1800 ataupun 1780. If this number is good, then we will see maybe dia junam ke bawah, let's say 1760 ataupun 1750 punya zone. This might be a possibility, tapi kalau nombor ni tak berapa bagus, this GDP, then maybe there will be some kind of a retracement back to, let's say, 1810 ataupun 1820, depending on the number that comes out. Okay, so that's some kind of ni lah. I'm just giving a bit of a reference point so you guys know how this data might impact. Pending home sales, we're not much effect, but this number, Friday core PCE, yeah, this also will kind of if this number, okay, I would say, let's say it's within the range, expected within the range, ataupun we are looking, let's say 0.4%, ataupun on the annual basis, I don't know, maybe it's 5% ataupun 4%, then we might see even a bit of the continuation of the trend. Okay, but if the number is high beyond market expected, then we might see some kind of retracement back. So this number will also become, so we might see, for example, market, let's say gold, ini bukan signal let's say gold junam, and a bit of a retracement, and based on this number, maybe market turun macam ni, maknanya it might happen this way, Thursday, and then Thursday night, and then Friday morning, afternoon, then Friday night move like this. Or it might be Thursday night, and then Friday morning, and then Friday night. So this kind of a movement. Okay, so it will be a similar direction, EU, GU, some of them. Okay, so net market is going to look at this Aussie, this Canadian dollar, this FOMC, then this core PC. So this will be the key. Although this GDP might also play a bit of a minor role. Okay, Bun?
Okey, baik. Terima kasih Cikgu Rashid. So, minggu depan kita ada Aussie, CAD dan USD ya.